Before sunrise, your bed is already over. If you cannot earn a few pence today, tonight may mean choosing between food and shelter. You are not employed by the city. No wage is waiting. Your income is whatever London has thrown away and you can sell. This is a reconstructed day, built from Victorian accounts of bone grubbers, rag gatherers, and other street finders living at the edge of hunger. Your equipment is almost nothing: a sack for the fines, a hook for turning refuse, and shoes already close to failure. Those shoes matter. Contemporary observers wrote that blisters and gashes could stop a scavenger from covering the ground that made survival possible. Outside, the streets are quiet only for a moment. Every other scavenger understands the same rule: reach the best route first. The fastest workers have separate beats. Arriving late means finding the ash heaps already searched and the saleable scraps already gone. So you walk quickly before breakfast, carrying no food and saving every ounce of strength for the miles ahead. The first target is household ash. Coal fires produce cinders, dust, broken objects, and occasionally something valuable hidden underneath. White cloth is worth more than colored rag, but it is rare, and the cleanest-looking piece may still be soaked in grease or sewage. Bones are easier to find. They are bulky, low in value, and often still carry fat that turns the sack greasy. Metal is the real prize. Lead, brass, copper, or pewter can transform a poor morning, but every other finder is searching for the same glint. Sometimes the refuse contains bread or a bone with meat still attached. For many scavengers, that becomes the morning meal. But the street itself is part of the hazard: mud ground together with coal soot, animal waste, kitchen water, and whatever spills from the houses. One slip can soak your clothes. One will can crush a foot. One frightened horse can erase the earnings of an entire week. The police may also stop you. A sack full of metal and cloth can look like evidence of theft, even when every piece came from refuse. A search costs time. Worse, the contents can be emptied into the street, forcing you to gather your livelihood for a second time. By full daylight, you have walked for hours. The sack is heavier, but weight is not the same as value. Near the markets, the opportunities increase. So do the smells, the animals, the sharp objects, and the number of people competing for scraps. Rotting vegetables may hide wire, nails, and broken bottle glass. The hook is not only a tool for searching. It keeps your hands away from what you cannot see. Rats are not monsters here. They are competitors, feeding where you feed and disappearing into the same piles you must open. A small cut is easy to dismiss when stopping means losing your route. Yet dirt, wet cloth, and constant handling make every break in the skin dangerous. There is no antiseptic kit in your pocket. You rinse the hand with the water available and wrap it in the least dirty cloth you own. The water looks clear. That proves almost nothing. Mid-century London still struggled with contaminated supplies and recurring cholera outbreaks. Then the weather changes. Rain does not wash the city clean. It turns dust into paste and fills the low streets with darker runoff. Wet rags become heavier but less saleable. If you keep collecting them, your back carries more while the dealer may pay less. Shelter protects the goods, but waiting allows another scavenger to work your route. Survival is a calculation made in pence and minutes. You continue. The streets have no assigned territory, but everyone knows which corners another person treats as a livelihood. A dispute wastes energy you cannot replace. You back away and search the alleys behind a row of cookshops instead. Dogs guard some yards, and the animal that protects a butcher's scraps has no reason to understand your hunger. You leave the bones and keep moving. A good decision may feel exactly like losing money. By now, the sack pulls against your shoulder. Contemporary reports describe routes of 20 to 30 miles with heavy loads carried on foot. The load may contain 20 pounds or more, yet most of it is still bone and dirty rag worth only fractions of a penny per pound. Near the docks, old rope and canvas become possible finds. They are tougher than cloth, but access is controlled and suspicion follows every stranger. A strip of canvas can be sold separately. A copper rivet may be worth more than an armful of bones. The eye learns to measure value instantly. At the river stairs, mudlarks work another frontier, searching the exposed shore. You stay above the tide. One trade is dangerous enough. The water carries sewage, industrial waste, and the city's runoff. The smell is obvious. The invisible danger is harder to judge. Hunger now changes your decisions. A piece of meat left on a bone looks less like waste and more like energy. You do not know how long it has been outside, what touched it, or whether eating it will end the day faster than fasting. A cook shop can sell hot soup or potatoes, but spending before you sell the sack risks leaving nothing for the night's lodging. So lunch becomes cold water and whatever bread you saved. The body keeps walking, but judgment begins to narrow. Cold and wet clothing steal heat even when the air is not freezing. The work is endurance by accumulation, not one spectacular catastrophe. Your cough has been there for weeks. The streets do not cause every illness, but they give a weakened body very little chance to recover. The feet are worse. Every blister shortens the route, and every shortened route reduces the chance of finding metal. Then the hook strikes something hard. Not iron, brass. For the first time today, the weight on your back feels like it may become enough. You turn back toward the lodging district. The day is not finished. Now every find must be sorted, weighed, and accepted by a dealer. Sorting begins with the sack emptied onto a floor or yard. White rag, colored rag, canvas, bone, iron, and better metal kept apart. White rag earns more only if it is truly white. Most pieces are too stained and fall into the cheaper colored pile. Rain has changed the calculation. The cloth is wet, and the dealer can reject it, discount it, or claim the weight is water. Bones fill space quickly. Their value depends on bulk, which means miles of carrying for very little return. Old iron is also cheap. Rust makes it look substantial, but the scale may deliver only another farthing. The brass fitting is different. It is small, heavy, and recognizable. Today's luck is concentrated in one object that almost stayed under the mud. The marine store dealer knows you cannot carry the sack elsewhere forever. Bargaining power belongs to the person behind the counter. The weights are placed. The beam settles. Your entire day is translated into a few coins. 6 pence is an ordinary result in contemporary accounts. 8 pence is considered an excellent day. Some earn only 2 or 3. Today, the brass lifts you above the worst outcome. But the money must now perform 3 jobs: food, lodging, and tomorrow's strength. 2 pence can buy a cheap bed in some accounts. Spend too much on food and you sleep outside. Save too much and the body weakens further. You choose soup, bread and potatoes, simple food, hot enough to restore feeling to your hands. There is no bath, no clean change of clothes, and no safe place to treat the hand properly. Tomorrow's work begins in today's dirt. Outside, evening traffic pushes manure and ash back across the road. The city creates tomorrow's route while you are still finishing today. The lodging house queue forms early. A bed is not comfort. It is protection from rain, police, and the cold stones under a railway arch inside. The air is close and the bunks are crowded. Yet compared with being driven from an arch in the night, it is a form of survival. You keep the sack near your body. Even empty, it is tomorrow's equipment, and replacing it would cost money you do not have. The wrapped hand throbs. The wet shoes have not dried. Rest is necessary, but the room's insects, coughs, and movement make deep sleep uncertain. Your body has covered miles, carried weight, missed meals, and handled the city's refuse. Tomorrow, the same body must do it again. Victorian London did recycle much of what it discarded. Rags fed paper making. Bones, metal, ash, and canvas returned to different trades. But this was not a romantic circular economy for the person at the bottom. The city saved materials because desperate labor absorbed the danger. Contemporary reporting described people walking 20 to 30 miles, carrying heavy sacks, and calling 8 pence an excellent day. The danger was not one rat, one cut, or one night in the rain. It was the way every small risk reduced tomorrow's ability to work. Miss the route, and you find less. Find less, and you eat less. Eat less, and the next route becomes harder. That is the real survival trap. The rubbish is dangerous, but it is also the only resource available to you. By midnight, London has thrown away another day's bones, rags and metal. Before dawn, you will race to reach them first. Could you survive this job? Not once, but long enough for tomorrow's streets to become your only plan?